Hello. If you guys are tuning in live, today is Friday, and I just wanted to hop on and kind of explain a little bit about Themis and Threads little formal Friday concept that we have been practicing since the beginning of the pandemic. Um, Formal Friday is an idea that maybe you've heard from other people before, and I think that it's a fun excuse to get dressed up. And I just wanted to share why I do it and why I think that you should join me doing it too. Um, it was and still is really easy for us to just kind of stay in our yoga clothes and sweatpants and kick back and relax when we're working at home. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to express the concept of fashion therapy, which is, I always call it the like nicer, sweeter, less slutty cousin of the idea of retail therapy. So, fashion therapy is more about how clothing makes you feel and how fashion makes you feel. And retail therapy is more about purchasing and getting that instant gratification of making a purchase and having a fashion item or any item really in your possession. Fashion therapy is more about putting something on and going through the transformation process of getting into a certain style or a certain look. And the things that you put on your body really affect how you feel throughout the day. And it's more than just like comfortable clothes help somebody look comfortable. There are like strong emotional ties to the things that we wear and to the image that we're projecting of ourselves. And sweatpants all day, every day can feel wonderful. And for some people, sometimes they can feel terrible. A big, heavy sweater can weigh down your emotions sometimes. And I just really believe that those are important things. And I believe that the clothing that we wear is really important. As a sustainable style advocate and an ethical apparel designer, it's something, there's a lot of like complicated layers to that story. But, really just basically you can just think that like what you put on your body affects the rest of your day. And, Formal Friday was an answer to trying to pick you up out of a slump. I believe in getting dressed just for yourself and looking good just for yourself. I started Themis and Thread in 2013, and it was and still is primarily an online business. And I have a home based studio, which is where I'm at right now. And living and working in the same place allows a lot of conveniences, and it also allows you to kind of lose yourself in your work. And I know a lot of people have been like learning this work from home trade newly, and a lot of people have been learning it kind of without it being their initial intention. So um, I know very well how hard it can be to find that comfortable work life balance within your own home. And as somebody who's worked for myself in my own home, I've found myself neglecting self care and even like personal hygiene sometimes. Like, I have been definitely somebody who's just jumped into work all day, every day, and like left my house a mess. And I've also been somebody who has neglected my work. I understand all of the challenges that come with working from home. I also understand all of the conveniences and privileges, but those are things that I think are really important to talk about. And I think that sometimes they're things that we just kind of feel guilty about instead of just jumping in and experiencing like that full range. So I'm a human, you're a human. We should talk about these things. They're important things. And Like I said, at the beginning of the pandemic, I introduced the idea to the Themis and Thread community of just getting dressed up just for yourself, just for the fun of it, just for like just to like break up the monotony of everything, just to like have a thing to do. And it doesn't matter if you're just doing the laundry, who cares? Like if you want to wear a ball gown, like won't that make you feel fancy and fun? Um, and we kind of like took a break during the summer, and I try to share on my Instagram stories what I'm wearing on a formal Friday. But even when I'm not doing it, I hope that other people are doing it. And even if it's not on a Friday, we have Valentine's Day coming up, which could be a fun time to get dressed up. And I love seeing what people are wearing. That was like another part of it. It's just missing people as somebody who loves fashion and style, missing seeing what people are wearing. I love having the conversations about, like, when you just see somebody walking down the street and you say, "Oh my God, I love that dress." And then it can turn into a conversation. And those things aren't frivolous. Those things are really important and they're really meaningful. And they're we're storytellers. Humans are storytellers, and those are important connections that a lot of us have been desperate for and missing. And I've been trying to come up with creative ways to just keep connecting with people during these really strange times. And if you too are looking for an interesting way to connect with people separate and together, it's like we're trying to find ways to be with each other while we can't necessarily physically be with each other. So Formal Friday feels like other, and if we have to do it digitally, we have to do it digitally, and hopefully we won't have to for very much longer. But if you would like to get dressed up with me anytime, I would love to see what you're wearing. I miss seeing you. You can use the Formal Friday hashtag. I would love it if you would tag me at Themis and Thread, either on Facebook or Instagram. And I would love to invite you to a private Facebook group that's called Community Supported Fashion. This is a small and sweet group that focuses on just like connecting about fashion and sustainability. And that group kind of started with an entirely different purpose and has changed and morphed over the years. And since the pandemic, like one of the main things that we talk about is Formal Friday. We also have a new t-shirt that you can pre-order only through that Facebook group right now. If any of you are Themis and Thread supporters and lovers, one of my favorite pieces of art that I've done is I call Peace Grapes, and it's a peace sign with grapevines, and then the roots go into the Finger Lakes. And I printed that on a couple of shirts, and we have a new shirt that we will be releasing hopefully by the spring. And if anybody wants to get in on the pre-order, you can do that within that Facebook group, Community Supported Fashion. There are a couple of questions to answer when you request to join, and that's just because I really want to keep space so that you can feel free to post a picture of yourself, even if you are feeling a little bit self-conscious. It's a safe and comfortable space. So if you'd like to get in on Formal Friday but don't necessarily want to post publicly, you can just do it there in our Facebook group, and I would love to see you there. I would love to see you anywhere on Facebook or Instagram or on Twitter. Just missing seeing people, and I hope that everybody is having a great weekend, and happy Valentine's Day.